Hello and welcome trader, this Bitcoin technical and Orderflow analysis video. I just completed my charting, so I can go over Bitcoin on higher time frames, also local one. In first portion of the video, I will be explaining how my swing short went for the targets. You know, if you watched my last video on YouTube, you saw I'm getting position in the swing short out of this area. We were somewhere here, and look at that. We already moved, so from my swing box, almost 10%. You can see clearly this swing box here. It was explained in previous video. So this is first portion of the video. I just want to explain how I managed this trade. It's still ongoing with the remaining size. Second portion of the video, I can give some attention to the trading for the past 24 to 48 hours, some trades I took. We had, I think, over 6 trades yesterday. So this was very active. Bitcoin was giving a lot of reactions from prepared areas. And then lastly, we will go over potential scenarios out of here. What are the areas to short from higher? What are the areas to be buying below us? And also, what is order flow telling us out of these areas? So we will discuss some scenarios. Also, Bitcoin is also affected by the macro factors currently pushing to the downside. So we will see how it plays out. Remember statistical edge, because I utilize seasonals as well. Of course, I'm not executing with it, but I'm aware. Let me show you here. So macro fundamentals. So because October is one of the strongest months for the Bitcoin overall for the past, since Bitcoin exists. But there is one nuance about it. Bitcoin likes to make the low in October in first 10 days of October. So actually, even though we are still dropping now, I think Bitcoin is still just trying to place that low so we can have really beautiful positive quarter to the upside. I also think it's going to be very volatile because we are heading into the election. So yeah, the world is pretty volatile, and you have this Israel situation, and yeah, all this is affecting market, is making them nervous. So, and you know, for trader, this is great because we have volatility, but just be aware you have seasonals here. So I'm looking this month to build some nice swings longs on Bitcoin, while I'm still in the hedge swing short. So that will be explained. So let's start with that trade. So you know, I was explaining in previous video how I went for it. You can see now the results. As I said, this is the box, and I'm using my intraday and scalping skills to enter in such box. I was not trading on Friday, but I got positioned here on this high, and since then riding it to the downside. But you see what happened. I had 0 trade areas as we were dropping, but first trade area of interest where I'm looking for intraday longs for the good ones is over here. So that's why we are bouncing actually. We bounce over 3% out of this area already. Yeah, so beautiful. Maybe it was even more. Let me check. 3.50%. So you see, this is not scalp. This is intraday bounce. You had some duration. It took over 12 hours, and you also did over 3% or over 2%, which is already intraday target. So fantastic. Everything is going as expected. Just maybe a bit of confluence. You see why you also mark in your chart. So you don't always mark just daily naked point of controls, weekly, monthly, but you use composite naked point of controls. If price spend multiple days in the range, you combine them together and you get composite point of controls. Another reason is here, because you know, when we go into the charts, when we go into my one chart where I have everything turned on, so I know all the confluence which matters for Bitcoin, is you can see we had 6-day point of control at 60,000, right? But you see how we front run it by $100. This is the exact reason why we front run it, because there was composite naked point of control 2-day one and 4-day one combined together here. So they prevented move to the downside. That's why you need to mark all the important levels in your chart, because you get front runs and you get them often. You can't know what is whole market watching and what is going to be trading. Is going to be 60K or 61. So you are ready. You can see you have so many resistances up here. Yes, so this was not a surprise. This was like from higher time frames, this was big high volume node resistance. So of course you are getting also big move to the downside. My swing boxes are rarely wrong. Look at move to the downside. You also had some single daily naked box. Yes, helping us in the candle. But you see who ultimately stopped us, that composite naked point of control. Another super important factor I don't think I mentioned in the previous video for me was the symmetry. Remember how market operates on the most raw levels. we are still in macro liquidity is going sideways. So it's very likely, Bitcoin also going sideways on higher time frames, it's very likely you have similar money trading every single day in Bitcoin. And on spot, I don't see much inflow. So similar money are playing the games every single day. And if they short too much, all those volumes and shorts and other market participants, if they short, like if they get the one directional move like too heavy on one direction, the symmetry of the move can be similar to the upside because you'll be destroying them. This was the main pull for the past 2 months. We've set very pivotal high out of the 50,000 down. Then we went for the first pullback. This was key low because it held here out of the supports from here. So this was the main balance zone pull. Look how the symmetry then started to play out. So you first went for the, because if you don't have access to liquidity tools, you can easily learn from me or from others, or I don't know, but I think I'm teaching it is best. So you can you see how we took liquidity out of this range, 0.25 hit, reversal, immediate moves to the downside. In the end, we don't even stopped at the 0.25. This was like your target when you lost these lows, but we went for the 0.5, the -1. So you see what was the symmetry of the market once we started pushing. In the end, if you go beyond this point, you know where is going to be your big target, 1.5. Balance zones are really great if you are also swing, if you play with swing trades and day trades, but especially swing trades. I'm currently making course educational modules just for the day trades and for the swing, like for people who don't have much time, because they need to position as a day trader and they want to engage and have position as a swing trader. So they have these, like this swing trade from 52k took almost over 20 days, right, to hit the targets. So balance zones is one of the tools you should be using for such trades. Look at that symmetry. All the people who are shorting down here destroyed, and also not even that, even stopped out because they had invalidation above these highs. Liquidity taken here, reversal, boom. And you see also super important of this swing area here, how this is actually the new one there, because it's still, we also took a lot of liquidity with move above 65,000, so that was another reason. Okay, so let's discuss a bit of current trading. In the group there is so many posts, actually I would probably spend 1 or 2 hours just going over them. I think I will maybe go over some trades with legends in our group, but we can have a look on today's price action. I mean, my recent trading, I can turn on some of my trades. I think let me go to trades folder. Yeah, and one thing I want to mention about this trade, you see how I was playing it pretty safely. So I was taking short here as a day trader and scalper as well. Scalper, because scalp can become day trade account, but day trade account, I mean day trade can become swing trade, so you need to understand that. So for me, the intraday scalp was closed here, but I was not taking any profit on that swing short because I knew there is potential. You can also see we were doing some bounces. This I was trading nicely. Then in the group I posted, this is going to be my target. For me, this was pivotal area because you have 1, 2, 3 lows here, many lows. Many lows close together, and it was decision time if we do major swing failure pattern or not. We actually tried to do, but we never got more traction, so we only take profit 1 on that day trade. And then I was seeing continuous, because market and Bitcoin is dropping also on the Israel, there is a lot of tension in the world currently and markets don't like that, so Bitcoin is very sensitive to wars, so it was continuously dropping with equities. And I kept 40% of the position running after to take profits. So in the end, I was waiting for this drop to be here, because this was also like big support for us. The trade area, I remember I was showing at the beginning of the video. This is the exact point when I'm saying in the group, look at that, 20% left, here we are. So the price hit my trade area almost 60,000 and front run, and I'm taking, as I have 40% left, I'm taking half of that away, so 20% taken out. I still have this 20% running, so that's fantastic. And you can also see what we were doing today. So today, I mean also from yesterday, we were getting positioned here. I think this one we also traded, so I will add a trader. But we were positioning ultimately from the main support of yesterday. I was taking, you know, 2 accounts, scalp and day trade. Management was explaining the group of that trades. Once we arrived below these lows, I said our traders, this is going to be area where I expect either move to the upside or attack for the lows. It's very simple because you don't have much support in here, and also there were no walls. So market either stops out all these early people who were longing here, or is going to for the lows. Same thing again, when we go beyond this low, it's very likely we actually attack the low, and maybe we do swing value pattern or we do breakdown. So we can't predict that yet, but we will see how market develops. And also, so on this pullback, once we started to see we are doing that liquidity grab local one, I was maybe I can scroll down a bit here. Need to scroll down. We had so many poses. It's pretty hard for me to. I would be so long. This would be so long video, but I need to scroll back. Yes, here we are. So you see, it was the most immediate liquidity for the market to grab and reverse. Okay, so that was really great. Also, if you were if you had no position, you could be yourself positioning as a day trader as well. If you miss this playing here, and also you could be taking scalp. We were also saying before I was sleeping. Our traders were saying we will be targeting above these highs. I also said that as well. These highs were very weak highs close together, so again liquidity above the market fixed that. And you can also see when we turn off the trades, we can see market structure areas. Oh, the one is missing. I need to put it. Don't know why I probably deleted it. My mistake, like that, because it was posted in the group medium structure local naked. Yes, like that. Because this now market is doing retest of the previous support. You can see I was posting that over here at the end. Yes, I was also taking profit here. It was big retest, and also we closed the daily VWAP gap. So yeah, this was target for you. You need to really reclaim this to continue higher, but we can discuss it a bit later. Maybe I can go for the order books, because yesterday was everything about order books, so you can learn about them. So we were trading this area on 2 times. Each time we filled massive walls. This was actually hundreds of millions on the buy side. You can't is extremely unlikely. I would give only 5% Bitcoin would really smash to the downside with massive candle without any push to the upside, without any pushback. This was extremely unlikely, so we were happy to trade start of the walls, then big drop into the first portion of the wall. Half of them got filled, massive absorptions. In Exocharts we've got these reversal patterns. This was easy, and then we filled another big chunk for another massive bounce to the upside. All those bounces were super juicy, also based on the symmetry. Each move gave at least 1.5%. That's why you measure the move. That's why you measure the moves when you trade. And in the end, we went for the ultimate support. We found the support, but Bitcoin now continues to drop for the lows. There is some very large entity. If you remember my previous video, I was mentioning you someone is playing around with 500 Bitcoin walls. Actually, he's still operating in the market. He's still trying to push. Even now, 500 Bitcoin walls. We took liquidity, open interest is going down, so a lot of traders taken out of the market, and now again he's pushing the market, he's scaring the market. There is no volume to take him out yet. So this was all about this. And from the trading perspective, for you it was time to be very careful, because you started losing this 12-day val over here. So this was expected. We will move violently to the downside, but you know where to find support, so we can go to 50-minute time frame. This is friendly revisit of the previous range. All the volume is in the top portion of the range. It was not at the bottom, so it was really great for these intraday bounce we've got. Yes, but for now, how you want to see more gains on your trade? Of course, you want to see acceptance into this range. So yeah, really, really excellent trading. We can go now over the analysis, really, and yeah, because I had so many posts already in the group, everything was explained it's massive details already. So it would be much easier to do so now. This, and then, so we will start with the technical analysis, and then I will go on the order flow tools, what we can expect. So let's start over here. Also, impulsive fractal played out. You can mark those areas where market is pushing very aggressively in the impulse, and is, you know, when you are breaching such impulse, is very high chance you will actually move to the downside and destroy these people, because all people who are buying over here, where is my here is this, all the people buying in the impulse now will be getting stopped out and pushed to the downside. So market symmetry is crazy, and especially if you have so many lows close together. So it was a matter of time before this is fixed and taken. Market, of course, can do swing failure pattern here, but there was ultimate weakness in the market. We failed to do so. So it was area of opportunity, but we failed. We fell with good swing failure patterns. And now big problem for the Bitcoin was you had no support in here because you had another impulse. Yeah, this was another inefficiency. So very limited support here until you feel this initial move and you found support out of this previous range. Okay, this was just from the price action perspective. Another areas like that you watch, of course, you watch this low here for the with the liquidity again, and another one. This is like multiple lows close together. Very likely in the future can be fixed. For me, this is going to be like, this is great area for long, but also this is absolutely great area for long. And another one. Market structure areas. I just added it to my chart, so why it's invisible? Did I hit some limits on? I cannot add things anymore to my charting. I have more than 2,000 things in the folder, so maybe I don't know what's. Let me check. So I'm adding. Okay. I did it like 3 times today. Something is playing with me here. TradingView refresh. I want to be sure it's there. If I hit some limit on TradingView, I don't know what's the TradingView limit, but yeah, okay. So market structures currently very simple. We can go to high time frames to see them better. And that was another thing factor here. Bitcoin went for, you know, to try to accept into this range, but you see we've got move into this range, but quickly rejected. We spent very little time above there. Out of this range, we still have market structures. This naked one stopped us. And we also failed. If you wanted to be maximum bullish on the Bitcoin, you wanted to hold this. You wanted to hold this and just create larger range here and move to the upside. We failed. So this was your first warning sign. You are losing all these highs close together. Yes, you are losing this. So it was a matter of time before Bitcoin started really going down abruptly. Yeah. And then we started also doing bearish backtest. So for example, once you lost, you retest all these highs together. And also this is long-term market structure. Also got lost super fast retest into this high. This is the start of the range high, so very important high here. Retest, rejection. You also lost now this market structure. In the future, we will need to reclaim this market structure. Yes, so you need to do reclaim, and then you will open the road for the upside. You will just push, and you want to hold here and then put higher low here. This is because this is long consolidation area, so very important for us from the demand and supply nodes, from the price action perspectives. AMT locally. Today AMT was beautiful. Today is also a bit easier trading for you because you are in the range, so range trading is much easier than trend trading. You did rotations, you did multiple rotations. So first you went from the val into the VAH, even beyond on some, deviation, and now we are finishing the range rotation again. There was some profit taking for scalp, but you see, if you lose this val, then it's very likely we go for this low, and ultimately even for this low. We need to be ready to trade swing failure pattern potentially. So I'm definitely watching it. So below us, let's go to higher time frame. More locally, I'm still having eyes on a 6-day point of control in case it helps us with swing failure pattern. Maybe, like, my plan is maybe we lose 60,000 down to 59,800, then we will bounce. The order books are interesting there. 60k is getting protected, and also in front of the 60k we are seeing some nice demand. 60k will need a lot of volume to be breached, so we might get swing failure pattern, like perpetuals might do tight swing failure pattern, and we will hold 60k. If 60k is not hold like 58,800, I will still watch, and then I want to see reclaim of the 60,000 to push to the upside. We also one of the super important factors here, as we were dropping to the downside, we were feeling these perpetual walls, hundreds of millions, and this is also what helped us to give like overnight bounce. Yeah, you had someone added over 1,500 bitcoins to the order books. That's over 100 million added, and he helped to stabilize the price. So this was another important factor if you were long patiently, but you see what happened. Once the walls got pulled, market started panicking and we might get into the lows. So yeah, a very important factor here. Okay, so let's go back to the main chart. So market still didn't properly accept it into this range, but you know, once you start spending some time into it and you lose this high volume node, is very likely you will focus on the rotation of this more local range. Yes, you have also lower volumes in this region, so you will look for a swing failure pattern here, and if you fail, it's going to be likely we will actually drop into 58,400s. A bit more volume here, so that's better. But it's all about this, if we get acceptance or not here. To the upside, of course, as I said, I want to see reclaim of the 12-day val. That is the first start, because it's also market structure area, so it's like first start for me. And then you will be facing pretty big resistance with, this is like box. I think I have trade area there as well. Yes, I have trade area over here. This is box for me because you have the 12-day naked point of control along with a more local one. So you will watch this as a resistance. You will look for first shorts here. This is like ideal price for first intraday shorts on higher push. That's what we'll be waiting for. And in order to get to the upside, of course, you need to leave this smaller range and start focusing on this range. High volume nodes. You have some nice high volume nodes in these areas. You watch them along with point of controls, because sometimes you get front runs. Today you see this one was traded already. That's why you mark as or not. You mark everything together. From higher time frames, we can have a look on AMT. So this is still the main range you are watching more locally. In case Bitcoin loses a lot of gains, then you will be targeting the 55,000. But in order to get there, you need to lose this big high volume node. This is also like pretty strong support. By the way, look where it is. It's actually at this low, which is really good to look for trades out of this after swing failure pattern. So very, very interesting area. Lose this area and you open road for the downside over here and over here. But you clearly see where I plan to engage with the market here, 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 and also here. So I choose my battles wisely. Where is my chances highest and where is reward ratio the best? To the upside, I want to see clearly. You can see how market was very bullish here because we went beyond the 2-month range and we were making it as a support. So push to the upside for us was zero surprise. But you see what happened, yeah? In the end, this range, by the way, is not, I can actually hide it, it's no longer so long. But you see we failed. Like if you wanted to see more upside, you really needed to reclaim 7-month point of control and also the val, so you had double resistance here. That's why it's wide swing trade box for me, because I expect multiple reactions from here, multiple reactions. This also got front run because you had some strong things in front of it. But in the future, you might do swing failure pattern here and reject, yes, and reject at least like that. So make sure to watch that. Bitcoin is very generous asset. So many trade setups are waiting for us. All we need is patience. If you don't have time for intraday and scalps. High volume nodes. This is also a reason why we started ranging here, because this is also 7-month high volume node. So market spent a bit of time here. Logical. But when we go to the downside, then we'll be watching these main high volume nodes, yes, and levels within them. So we expect another more range bound environments. That's what these high volume nodes ultimately are for. You don't like short right away in them, but you know the range inside them is more likely. Same like here. Now we did friendly visit, yes, also into the 7 month here. How are the anchor VWAPs looking? We can go to smaller time frame to see 30-minute one. So for me, in order to see upside, it's still critical for me to, to reclaim this big box, because these are the last anchor VWAPs on our chart, open road for the upside. So this needs to be reclaimed while you trade below, not ideal. You also trade below both anchor VWAPs. One is coming from this high, one is coming from this high. This is also your resistance, this box. And locally you just you are fighting to be above this main impulse. But this is, if you lose this, you see a lot of chop here. My market is making its mind. If you lose this, then you open the road for downside. And also locally, I think we lost again the anchor VWAP. This is super choppy, so it's hard to utilize it yet. We need to go away from it, either for the downside or to the upside, and you can trade it much better, but you are losing it. So it's opening, like this local one is opening now road again to test the lows. Yes, if you want to be bullish, you want to see something like that, you want to see clear reclaim, and it led to the upside. Yeah, so local anchor VWAP is also warning you. Liquidity might be taken. What is stock market doing? Stock market going sideways, so this is Bitcoin weakness mainly. Interesting. Let's have a look on balance zones. I was already showing you at the beginning of the video one of the crucial balance zones, but I think we have actually, it's extension. Yeah, this is the main extension watch to the downside. This extension was born pretty simple, so you go for the first impulse down, pull back, and now you're getting, so also another reason for yesterday bounce was 1-to-1 reached. Next area you watch is here, and 2-to-1 also symmetry. That's what you will be watching. And to the upside, yes, to the upside we still have the targets, and structure is not break. You need to go below this low to break this structure. In case we push to the upside, you watch this 66,900 and then 70,000 balance zones. This one is local. I'm just watching this for the main symmetry of the market. We can see this was the range for 7 days, the main levels. We can see Bitcoin found power to go for 0.75, and in the end you see again market symmetry. Once you return, this was the deviation, same deviation to the downside, 0.175 hit, even 2-to-1. So market is paying attention to this pool as well. Another target will be definitely 275 to 3 if we continue beyond these lows and we fail to find stability out of some levels we have below us. So make sure to watch that. Medium time frame we discussed already, 1.5 extensions. Fantastic. We can go further. Local FIPS to watch, nothing special here. We actually reacted also, like yesterday we did we did found support out of this nice impulse. This is impulse FIPS, like is measuring this whole impulse to the upside. Actually this one, yeah, so more local, more medium, like small medium time frame impulse is measuring a lot in these points, and this also helped us yesterday. Let me turn off. You still watch 0.86. Medium time frame, and this is medium time frame, so you are watching that definitely for much deeper pullbacks. This can, because you see this was massive impulse to the upside, so, and we actually changed. So you see we are going to the upside, and first time in after a long time we are doing higher highs, higher lows. So Bitcoin's main mission during October is to find higher low. So this golden zone is a good candidate to do that. Yes, or it's going to be deeper here. We will see. Order blocks to watch above us and below us. You can mark them. naked daily opens are below us, and above us they are far away, but you can watch them weekly. We have new naked weekly, but it's far away. Ideally you want to hold it on any much deeper pullback. And we have new monthly spawned just recently at 59,900. 59,000 is already shaping up as very strong support, because we have composite naked point of control here, 2-month one, yeah? So out of this range, and it's like big box. You can see this is like massive box. You are watching for reactions. Another bunch of levels there. What else we can have a look for? Swing failure patterns. Swing failure patterns to watch, yes, as I mentioned, this low, and also you have multiple lows close together. This will be very juicy in the future to take liquidity out of them. To the upside we have something like that, and in the future if market returns close here, I think it's gonna be taking all these highs close together. Possible if we don't take nice reaction from this another resistance region here, but yeah, you have equal highs here, two of them, so it's very weak high, and this wants to be fixed in the future. This is the liquidity profile. You can watch that directly in Tradingdifferent, but I'm marking major liquidity for myself into TradingView as well oftentimes. So this is the liquidity for the swing failure pattern out of this low. If we fail, then we will grab everything and another note, and same thing to the upside. Swing failure pattern liquidity up here, and then if you fail, you go for the main note. We have only one CME gap, still a lot. It's down at the lows, so nothing crazy there. Long-term market structures, they are still doing their job, slowing down market. Macro channel, these are the macro channels you are in. I don't watch geometry much, but I'm aware we are in this macro channel. I mean, this is high time frame channel since 16 March, so this is high time frame. You watch that, and then you also watch this macro channel for the bull market. In case Bitcoin goes here, we will be watching 80,000 in the future, 80,000 regions. So still that geometry resistance. Let's have a look now on Exocharts and Tradinglite and Tradingdifferent and TRDR to see what is happening, and then I'll be ending the video. So today was pretty forward day. You see a lot of people started to go long here, but in the end we hunted them. It's already happened here. Yes, they were leading, but they were very greedy. Most people are greedy in the market. They fail to take profit. They expect massive. That's the main mistake of newbie traders and even more experienced one. They expect too much out of the market. Unrealistic expectation leads to you not taking profit, and the market in the end takes you down. It's very likely you just get round trip on especially if you are in range. So you need to trade both extremes of the range very carefully. These people who were maybe betting we go 63, 64, they got destroyed on the return back into the range, rotation down. So that's just how market works. One thing you also need to notice, just with the Exocharts and out of the other tools, we have massive shorts in these regions. If you zoom in, you can verify. Look at that. Especially in this candle, 1.1 delta is matching that. Open interest is also matching. Yes, it went up 2000, so you can quickly verify if it's true, because Exo sometimes can show you bad data. So if you want to see much larger upside, I think you will see that, but you need to go beyond 63,000. So you start stopping out the main big shorts from here. They shorted into the big walls. Okay, so far they are right. So far they actually protect their entries, because this push here started to put them slowly in danger, but they shorted even more. We saw that also with the walls. So yeah, we need to go beyond this point. Let's have a look on main template, 30-minute TPO. This is typical. By the way, today was typical setup from from traditional markets when a daily open is opening much further from the previous day range. What do you manage to do? Like if it's such a massive move, you are actually happy, you actually fill 50% of the previous day range, which you did. Look here, previous day equilibrium. So this was our target as well today. And yeah, if you go to the upside, you have point of control at all, but look at that. So do you think maybe we get scalp, but it's so high, so close to the high, so I don't think it's going to be easy to trade that. Maybe we'll be focused on swing failure pattern here first, then this point of control. Another point of control is here, but this is coming from weekend. One thing you can do is to merge these session profiles together and get 3-day point of control composite. So yeah, you can watch this for reaction, because we trapped over the weekend. We trapped a lot of longs. I can show you, by the way, trap traders as well. I think I forgot. So you see who is trapped where. 50-minute time frame. We go like this. I kept this folder only for the YouTube, so you see the power of trap traders. Here we trapped a lot of shorts in the past. They were also helping force for the bounce to us. Now we trapped a lot of people here. Open interest was increasing aggressively here, so in the future I'm looking for nice trade here. And also at the top we trap some top longers, so it's possible we actually get trade from either from swing failure pattern out of this high, or the point of control you were just seeing. Yeah, so watch that in the future. To the downside, yesterday we traded this daily POC. We were talking about, this was the composite one, was actually the more precise one. Yes, so we merge, and you see now the low is matching exactly. Beautiful. Can have a look on desktop. Market today front run a bit New York POC. New York POC session ones are the strongest in the market from the session point of controls. More down. You can see Bitcoin pretty textbook today. Found support in standard deviation 2. Rejected out of standard deviation 2 above us. These are really good bands. We have this template for desktop, so you just know, so you don't short the bottom. So you don't short the bottom of the trend or bottom of the range, and you don't buy the top. Yeah, in the red zones. You look for buys here, you look for shorts here, but you need to be in the range as well. Yeah, because if it's trending day, it can still help you actually. Like yesterday we were downtrending heavily, but you see we were finding support on the keys of the, each time we kiss the band, so it was also helpful if you want. This is what you see in the end. We started even like going down heavier and heavier, so you need to be careful. Weekly template. So here I'm watching. So you see, you watch 58,000, 57,900 as daily 1 month naked point of control, but you also merge it, and you also watch this. You are aware of these levels from 2 months. Yeah, both of them. It's like massive box. So you treat it as a box, because you will have a lot of higher time frame traders watching that. So be aware of that. Liquidity, I was showing you already liquidity, but you can see the local one. If you want tight swing failure pattern, then it's gonna be out of here and then push. We will see. To the upside, I think we cleared some very aggressive. Yeah, they're just very, very aggressive liquidity. You can see how move to the downside also took so much liquidity. It was like, that's why I also bounced. A lot of traders filled positions, but you know, in the end, we are back to lows. Another note to watch and another note to watch. This one is very juicy for the future, because it's a red one, so it's major liquidity, because you have 1, 2, 3 multiple lows close together. That's why it often happens. From Tradingdifferent perspective, 60k is getting defended on perpetuals. So we are watching this, and then again I was mentioning the 60k again defended, but if 60k is lost, you will need a lot of market buying to buy this market up. Maybe these people are in shadows, they want to buy with market orders. We will see. You can see this spot vol is also pressuring market locally, and it's big one. It's 126 spot bitcoins. That's a lot of bitcoins to be bought, so we will see. We can have a look on TRDR, and then I will be very likely going to trade the lows. Need to prepare. Okay. And TRDR, you know, is helping us. We are seeing all these bands here, so they also helped us to stabilize. Same like here, at least we've got the nice bounce. You can see perpetuals. We just, like, spot market is bidding very nice, but we need perpetual markets to actually bid even more, so it will stabilize the price. Like that. This is why there are very big threshold in selling pressure. In case you start pushing these people out, going beyond this high, you will have very large move into 65,000, so you should know that. Okay, traders, I'm going to trade the lows now. Thank you for watching. There will be more updates soon. If you want to learn proper trading, join our group and you will do well. Bye, traders.